Right, people, this is Mervyn Lee Myers. I'm sat, as you can see, on the seat in the East Street Market, or at the end of the market. And this was where I was sat before COVID, when Bolt approached me the first time and says to me that Julie said she allowed the council to take the bags. And the second time that Bolt approached me, he told me his story and asked to borrow some money from me. I said to him, I have X amount. He says to me he wants X amount. I says to him, I'll ask my husband for some money to borrow to make up the X amount that I have. Well, to cut a long story short, I allowed him to write the receipt and I made the amendment because he said he was going to pay me back the money with interest. So I said to him, give me back the principal money and then we can think about the interest later. So that I wrote that on the thingy. Suffice it to say, people, it all started with Julie Powell. Then me, in my naivety, told Winsome Duncan about my situation. She in turn introduced me to her employment tribunal, and I've begun the rounds to where I've come round to Imani Zonawi, CEO of the Black Awards, and all that's happening. Housing for Women labeled me a violent nuisance, and all that's happening at Elim House. Now, a new Met for London. What is this new Met for London? June O'Sullivan is the advisor to the Mayor of London and Ofsted. How are we going to make the changes? People, I've just met up with Danny Walters, who was high-fiving Princess D in the East Street Market. Ever since I met Matthew, I started out doing business with Matthew's wife because she used to do the hats. And I got some really good hats, excellent hats of Matthew's wife. And then gradually the relationship between Matthew and myself developed. Meet Danny. I know this guy who sells the juice. He says yaga, 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 yaga. And I never know his story. And strangely enough, I came out of my house today. He said, I'm not staying in there. I might get something. And Danny, I was there with Danny and Matthew. And then Yaga Yaga came. I'll give you his name. I've done an interview with him just now. And it was Danny who said something about Yaga Yaga. And then Matthew, he came over and Matthew said his story. I wasn't aware of that. I knew when he had a stall in the market, but I didn't know what happened after that. So people, I'm taking it from here. I'll be telling stories. Yeah? Stories. See, I'm not wearing my denture because I want my gum to heal. It's still very sore. I'm going home now. I feel for some seasoned rice. Just put everything in the pot and cook because I'm getting my appetite back, but that's what I'm feeling for. My husband's gone out with his son. So when I get home, I just stir up something, cook some food, me and my husband. Whatever my mind give me for, that's what I'm gonna have. I bought some stuff because I'm going back taking the holistic approach. So as I'm sat here, yes, Bolt has my £5,000. Julie Powell hold on to my bags. And all that's been happening. Judgment passed Orion Clement to give me back my 9,000. My husband 9,000 plus the amount I paid from being on benefits. And now the latest is Imani Zenawi, who took my £10,000. And nationwide, Santander, Financial Ombudsman, and Action Ford all colluding yeah, to make me a victim. But I won't be a victim. I won't be voiceless. I won't be voiceless. There are times when I'll be vulnerable, yes, but I am not one for giving up. So I'm making sure the world sees my ugly face. I no longer think those things matter. I've grown into my beauty. And now, there's a delivery man, he's looking at me. And that's him there, going in his van. So I'm gonna go home now and just stir up some rice, vegetable, everything, and just put everything in the pot and cook and eat. And eat my food. So that's the delivery driver. That's him there doing his job. Hey. There he goes. Yeah, I don't drive, so he's waiting. That's him there, people, doing his job and he's gone. Yeah. So yes, now I'm going home and I'm going to cook and eat and be happy.